There it is. Am I all put together and we can talk? Yeah, I can. Guys, here we are for another podcast. And this is week 22 or episode 22, if you will. And basically, anybody is invited on to be a part of it. I know that Josh Lane, I believe, is going to be on at some point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the link to go ahead and join in. Give me a second here because everybody's welcome. We're doing something different here at the end of the month. I'm doing it's supposed to be 5 from the group, but I can have basically myself and 9 people on here. So I just, anybody can come on. And this is not to like, hey, here's how to do this, or here's this education or training. I think what this is everybody has some conversation. We talk through the group through the whole week. So everybody likes to go ahead and put their 2 cents on stuff. So let's have an open discussion, an open forum, allow everybody to go ahead and get involved, who likes to normally watch the podcast and who's a part of the group. So, I'm going to send out this link here, and I'm going to I'm going to post this in the group. Okay. Let me say, actually, let me find this stream. Give me a second here, because here it is right here. Okay. Right now. Oh, bam. Oh, no, that's not it. Hold on. I got to find the link first. Okay. I got to find the link so I can invite everybody in. There are a lot of things that take place, and then there's a lot of different talks about what's most important in solar panel cleaning. So I think that is why it's important for us to go ahead and, here it is. It's important for us to have these conversations and have an open forum. Let anybody in. There it is. It's in the comments right now. That right there is the link to go ahead and join this podcast for whoever. And here's the rules about joining the open forum. Try not to cuss. That's basically it. Otherwise, everything, there's nothing that can't be asked or can't be discussed or talked about. I don't know why. I'm cool with a lot of stuff that goes on in the group because, like I said in the past, I just started a group. I like doing this stuff. It's fun. I'm passionate. I'm glad that people like to listen to me, like to read the stuff that I write and not so far and forth. But the thing about it is I'm very adamant that everybody has a voice and that everybody in the group is definitely important. I don't like kicking people out. I don't delete post, despite what Christian had posted about, he's probably going to get deleted. You're not going to get deleted. That's actually not what the case is. I'm just not into that. So I don't know. What's up, guys? Here's a few different things because I got some questions. I have some questions. People have some questions. I have some questions out here. How's the marketing really going? So I want to know exactly what's working because, see, I'm positive. This is how I feel about it, and I'm going to chill with this discussion. I'm even going to drink a beer on this one. What works for one cleaner doesn't work for another, and I've always said what works in one location definitely does not work in another location. And of course, location dictates everything. So I'm curious about the different types of marketing methods that people are using, because, I'll talk about some of the things that work for me and some of the things that haven't worked in the past. And I've gone, one of the things there's a couple of different things. I was just talking to my wife about this. Do I have enough lighting? I don't care. I could move back. Let's move us all back. Look at that. Then I'm more in this light. Oh, look at that. That's a little cuter. There's a couple things that people don't talk about. Quite a few things. There is Murphy's Law. There's failure. There's things that happen. Like anything, if you're good, you can't just be good at solar panel cleaning, window cleaning, or pressure washing. You also have to be a good businessman or woman. You have to run a good business. And if you make mistakes, it will come back to bite you in the ass. I've made some mistakes. I've been had a partner who in the first 3 years, I don't talk a lot about my commercial years in my first 3 years because I was a part of a different company. I had started originally, I'd like to say, hey, my first project, blah, blah, blah. I did a lot of panels. We did high schools, colleges, but I don't get into a lot of it. And because a lot of it, I was working with two other friends, two partners, and we started a company together. And it's not always a good idea to start a company with friends and family. It isn't. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it's bad. I literally had a friend, a good friend of mine, who was a business partner, steal over $20,000 from the business account, and I almost went down. I mean, it screwed us. We couldn't perform jobs. He had some issues. Not only did he have some issues personally, but then he had some issues that were causing him to have issues with everybody in the whole company. We had employees, we had stuff really, really going, and it screwed it up. And so if you want to know why I don't do commercial anymore, why I stopped doing that shit, because it gets crappy, it gets hard. And sometimes you get beat down. Now, Josh Lane, I can't hear you. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Hold on a second here. There we go. All right, say something.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Okay. The problem was I actually had my computer muted. How's it going, sir? How are you doing?
A Verizon commercial.
Right.
I'm doing well, man. Thanks for asking. And yourself?
Not too bad. Today we did a few appointments, and actually I just got home just right as I'd say 15 minutes before the podcast started. So
yeah,
Josh,
same here. I shot you a message. I said, hey, I'm chowing down some food real quick. What time am I coming in?
Well, I'm glad that you're able to join us because, like I said, this podcast right here, the last episode of the month, every single month, I want to have anybody on. And as opposed to being like an interview type of way, or be something where it's like, hey, this is the lesson, or this is what we're teaching, nothing like that. Just an open discussion. So you know what, Josh, since you're the first person to hop on here and the first person to help me out with this, let me ask you this. How long have you been cleaning solar panels?
Man, I've been cleaning solar panels for 5 years now. We've been
Nice.
I've been in and moved to inspections, and then opened up my own company before I left, my inspection position.
Nice. What is the hardest thing that you have found about solar panel cleaning? What's not fun? I don't want to just be like, it's badass, it's fun, it's amazing. We always talk about that.
I'll tell you what's not fun, man. Commercial work is not fun. Commercial work's not fun. It's awesome when it's good awesome. Money. Yeah, no, it can be awesome, but like, when you're new, you have a lot to learn, and there's so many mistakes to be made, so many lessons to learn, so many extra pieces and so many parts to purchase that you need extras of all the time that doesn't necessarily happen in the residential field, like ever. It's just lessons to learn, and you have to be doing a commercial site and dealing with commercial issues to learn those types of lessons.
Right. The biggest thing that I hated about commercial, I'll have to say, is the walkthrough. Always, I can't stress this enough when people talk about doing commercial and whatnot, and they're how much to price for commercial job. The first thing is go do a walkthrough. Like, you got to check out, you got to see what the logistics are of a project. And I've made the mistake not too long ago. It was a few years ago, and we were doing some carport solar panels for a motor. Yeah, it was like a motor home type of park or mobile home type of park. All right. Well, it was an hour and a half away from me up north, and I just neglected to drive up there and check it out. I'm like, hey, I got Google. I'm Chris Virgin. I got all this experience. I'm like the man. I ain't even got to worry about this. Nah, it bit me in the ass. We got up there, and we actually didn't do a good job. But not only did we not do a good job because we failed to bring the right equipment for the job, but our lift was dying. We had problems with the lift. The rental, we rented from United Rentals, which, by the way, I'll call out United Rentals. I hate those guys. Always an issue.
I can second you.
I mean, we had problems. It's terrible when you're wanting to clean and the lift is like not going.
Shuts down.
There's an issue. Yeah, it shuts. That guy HD Washman who.
What about when they send it? What about when they send a technician out from United Rentals to fix the lift? Wait, they send a maintenance guy out to fix the lift, and he says, "Well, should be good to go. I cleaned the corrosion on the battery, changed the fuel filter." He heads out, and sure enough, hey, your thing fires up one time. It's awesome. You get up, you're cleaning panels, good for an hour, and all of a sudden, it fires down on you.
That's exactly what happened. That guy
waste of my time. Washman, I could have went home.
He actually came out and worked with me. Originally, we had a lift that we got from United Rentals, and we were doing multiple projects, and we had one in Escondido, which is where we live. So they brought us one that morning before I drove up to go clean with HD Washman. They brought me a new lift, and it was supposed to be all good. We took it up on the trailer, which, by the way, as I was driving up north an hour and a half, I never put the chains on or fully collapsed the hitch. Yeah, one little bump, and that thing could have just popped off the hitch and just killed somebody. It would have talk about ruining a business. That you could get in big trouble for that type of shit. So I got lucky there. But I get all the way up there, and I'm getting ready to clean with him, and we take it up. We're cleaning one array. We drop back down. We're going to the other side. I only have like 2 other arrays. I'm like, hey, meet me up here. We'll clean for a couple hours. We'll kick back. I'll show you about solar panel cleaning. We go around to the other side, and before I can even get to the next array, it just dies. The guy comes out, and he's like, yeah, it's totally broken. This and this part just needs to be replaced and should have been replaced a long time ago. Then why the hell
didn't it? Why wasn't it replacing?
You're right. This is an aerial lift. Like, I'm going to be up in the air. People are up in the air. I'm not going to be like, even a forklift, I would be like, hey, dude, you need to take care of that.
I remember one of my first huge commercial mistakes. I hired some help. I hired 2 new guys on a commercial team. It was great. They were hustling. They were working their ass off. They learned everything they needed to learn about the commercial job site. It rocked. They had done a little bit of practice, driving the trailer, with the scissor lift loaded on the trailer, feeling that weight behind them, so on and so forth. I had a family emergency a few weeks after I hired this crew. And I had to leave in the middle of a job site. So I left, and, obviously they still had the rest of their day. They had 2 other commercial appointments to do. Weren't huge jobs, but they were 600 panels each on carport. So we needed the scissor lift, and it needed to be moved from school to school. And, sure enough, I get a ring on my phone an hour and a half later. My crew lead on commercial, and he had driven the scissor lift while it was still on the trailer. Like, he was driving the truck, pulling the trailer with the scissor lift on it, and he drove underneath an array, and it just completely blew out the entire cage on the scissor lift. Thankfully, we hit the structural support beam. There was no damage to the solar system, no broken panels. We had chipped paint on the support beam. That was it. Thankfully, there was no mechanical damage done to the lift. So we did it. I was, talk about a business killer right there. I thought I was going to have to pay for a $60,000 lift. Turned out it only cost $1,100 to fix the cage, but man,
nice.
It was a scary one for sure.
And these types of shit can happen. And let me tell you something about this. Like I started at the beginning of this episode saying that I like to talk about my first project. I don't like to talk too much about commercial, and I really don't. But I do talk about my first project, which was 7,800 carport panels at a high school, and that's cool. But there's a lot of bad things that take place, and that's why I like to talk about that, because I learned so much in that first one. Hey, Josh, it was prevailing wage, and we were so dumb and naive that we did like 19 hours of overtime for each of us. And there was like a total of 5 people. And we're like, oh, we're making bank. We're paying ourselves, dumbass. Like, you're stupid. Like, you learn these stupid things. But we're up on the lift, and my friend, my partner, really good friend, who, by the way, with this first business, I started with two good friends, and things got screwed up, and we're no longer friends anymore. And that business is no longer around. I had to switch and go my own way. But we're up on the cart, and he's got the cart extended on the scissor lift, and I'm kind of going like this, leaning on the side as I'm trying to fix something in my boot because we're soaked. We're just wet.
Oh yeah, that's another thing on commercial.
Right.
When you're up in a scissor lift 30 feet in the air and the wind's blowing 30 miles an hour, you are soaked the whole time.
Hey, here's a good one. All you need is a rotating bristle brush, and all your answers are saved. None of that even matters. Right. So I'm leaning on the cart, and for some reason, my friend's like this. He decides that he's going to go ahead and close the cart. I'm leaning on it. It like squishes my skin and like holds it together like that. Oh my gosh. And I went like that. For some reason, I just pulled my arm out, and it pulled a chunk of skin off of me, and I still had to work.
Man, I've almost lost a couple fingers. We got scars. We got blood, sweat, and tears in this, man. You've been doing this for years.
This used to be straight. See how this one's straight? This one's right here? Yep. Because that same year I fell off. We were sitting on we had the lift on top of a trailer, and I decided to jump off the trailer, and I slipped a little bit, and my hand just went like and caught with the pinky. So this has been messed up since then.
Man, you start to learn real quick working around water all damn day what not to do.
Have you ever had to use a fire hydrant?
Yeah, that's a great topic. I worked with, so my company was hired as a subcontractor for another huge solar cleaning company. They started out similar to us, cleaning residential, but it was 10 years ago, not 5. And by year 2, they completely transferred to commercial only. And they were doing, that's how my team got a lot of commercial projects. We cleaned almost maybe a little bit more than 500,000 panels for that one company. Great company to work with. They just weren't paying enough for the owners, like on my end. Like when it came to me having to pay a fair wage to my guys, like I know how hard this work is. I know what I would want to be paid per hour to be out doing this type of shit. So that's what I was paying my guys. Of course, it wasn't very conducive for the profit of the business. So, we went in a little bit of a different direction. We have our own commercial accounts now. None as big as the ones we were touching with him, but you learn.
You do. The fire hydrant, the thing about it is we did these. It was a brewery that was out in San Pedro.
That was it. You were talking about fire hydrants. I lost the topic.
Yeah.
That partner introduced us to fire hydrants.
Well,
this is Callie.
You know what? I'm a dog person. My wife loves cats, and we have a Chihuahua, half Pomeranian, who's in the bedroom right now, who's crazy as she thinks that she's 11 years old, and she thinks that she's a pit bull, but she's just an ankle biter. She's getting old, and she's got problems with her throat, and she coughs really, really hard. So we don't know exactly how long we have with her, which, by the way, when my dog passes away, I'm sure, guys, that I'm not going to be in the group or doing a podcast for like 2 or 3 weeks.
It's like losing a family member.
Really, really is. I have 2 daughters with my other wife, and then I have my dog, which I call my third daughter, and then I have my new daughter, my actual real third daughter with my new wife, and then a son on the way who's going to be here in a few weeks. But wow. Man, my life is just...
That family is growing, man.
And I have 2 grandchildren. I have 2 grandchildren as well. So I just...
You don't look old enough to have grandchildren, dude.
I'm 44.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, so when people talk about... That's why, when I say, I've done this, I've done that, Well, I'm 4 years old. I'm an old
I'm a youngin', man. I'm a youngin', man.
Look at this hair.
27. I'm turning 27 in a couple weeks.
Oh my gosh, this is just ridiculous. Well, okay, so we're in San Pedro, and we're doing these panels that are up on these buildings, and I believe there was, if I remember correctly, it was like a total of like, I don't know, just shy of like 10,000 panels or something like that, and we're using the Solitech. In fact, we had 2 of them at the time. This was before one of my Solitech brushes got stolen. And I've got my guys up there, and we're just chilling out, cleaning. It's all good. After we're done cleaning, we got a beer at the brewery. It was a really, really good time. In San Pedro, it was really, really nice. There was a lot of wind blowing, so it made it really hard for the cleaning because as soon as the water evaporated, there was a little bit of dirt that would dry on them. So we had to fight with that. Those are another things. But we had we had a water buffalo. We had to work with that. But before we got the water into the water buffalo, we got the fire hydrant, which we had to pay the water district of that area for them to put the cap on there and all that kind of stuff.
So that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Right, the deposit, right? It's all different. I feel like it's a racket with these assholes, man.
Man,
I swear.
So the company that I worked with, I mean, we were my company. I mean, he had 50 subcontractors working for him. My company alone handled 7 to 8 school districts for him.
Jeez.
School districts. In one district, we have 8 to 17 schools we're going to do.
Give me 1 second. Let me turn something on right here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, that's a little bit better. People can see me now. Okay, so you're working with this guy, 7 to 8
so we're just
school districts.
We're in different cities. We're in different cities every single day, right? Every single day. And oftentimes we're in 3 different cities in one day, like Concord, Walnut Creek, San Ramon. Then we get to head back home.
So let me ask you this. So are you staying out like for the whole week? Do you
we're in typically this. Yeah, we'll be in San Ramon for a whole week. But sometimes, at the end of a week, when you're moving into a new school district, you'll finish up one last school in San Ramon, come back towards, let's say we have to do Liberty Union High School District. Now we've got to get kicking on Freedom and Liberty and Heritage High School. Those are 6,000, 5,000, 8,000 panel schools. So we're just in different cities all the time. So one time, me and the crew are working. We open up a fire hydrant, one of the cities we're working in. Immediately, it trips a fire alarm in the school. Wow, wow, wow. It's blaring. It's loud. We don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. So, you know what? Actually, excuse me. I'm wrong. This was not the time we had the fire hydrant, but this is how I learned that it's illegal for us to use the fire hydrant without the proper permit and water attachment. So we couldn't find a fire hydrant on the school, so I was using a square water key. The square water key to open up one of the nozzles. It was a janky nozzle. Basically, it got turned too far and it popped out. I'm sitting there struggling. I'm no shoes, no socks, drenched head to toe, fighting this plug back in with my square water key, trying to get it screwed back in so the water stops flowing out the school. I talked to the janitor. He's like, let's go shut the water main off. So he goes to shut the water main off. It's chained shut. You can't shut the water main off to a school. You have to have the fire department shut the water main off. So
you're usually cleaning. Was this during the summer when nobody's there?
Yeah. Right. So he jimmies the thing to close the water main, goes to get a bolt cutter to cut the chain. Fire department shows up in moments.
That's fun.
They unlock the thing.
At all.
They shut it off. I know, dude. I'm here with 2 brand new guys on my job site. How crazy. Not embarrassing. So we tell them usually we use a fire hydrant, but we couldn't find one. And he said, whoa. What do you mean you usually use a fire hydrant? And I said, well, our employer gave us a hydrant key. We did this, da-da-da-da-da. He says, okay, are you guys using the attachment from the city of da-da-da, wherever we were working, that attaches to the fire hydrant that gauges the amount of gallons you're using from the fire hydrant for us to charge you? And I said, I've never heard anything like that. And he said, if you don't have a permitted and licensed filter to hook onto the hydrant to gauge how much water you're using from the hydrant, it's illegal for you to use.
What up, player?
So much.
Yo,
what's up?
Yo, it's Solar Joe.
Number 1 out here, bro.
What's going on, sir?
Dude, what's happening, bro?
Hey, not much. You got a little bit of lag on the video, but your audio is good, so that's perfect right there. So we're talking about solar panel clean, but we're actually talking about using fire hydrants and how fun they are, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, out of my wheelhouse, bud. I don't fuck with any of that.
So, bro, long story short, I called my employer that day and I'm like, listen, the fire department busted down on me. They told me if we get caught out in this city again, we're going to get a fine. And that is going to be like $5,000. So I don't want that shit to happen. I'm not using fire hydrants anymore. You need to figure out a different way. And he was like, oh, bro, don't even worry about that shit. We work in like 5,000 different cities. Your crew alone, like we would have to carry around 5 enclosed trailers filled with millions of dollars worth of permitted fucking fire hydrant connections for all the cities that we work in. Like, it's ridiculous. It's impossible.
There's so much that it can actually happen. What's up, Gabe? There's so much that can actually happen.
Why'd you say it like he said, what's up, Gabe?
What's up, Gabe?
Because I'm from San Diego, because I'm from Esco. That's, I don't know. That's just how I talk, man.
I'll just messing with you, man.
Here's the thing is I'm super happy to be with residential. We go out, like today we went out and we did quite a few different appointments, and I loved it. But the mix up is totally cool. I got a lot of different brushes and whatnot, but everybody is super excited about a lot of the different robots and the rotating bristle brushes. What's everybody's opinion on it? Because I know what my opinion is. I know what I've used, and I like them all, but I'm curious what people in the group actually think about what we got going on out there. Which by the way, I think we lost Josh.
I mean, the robots are cool, you know. I mean, these guys, obviously they know how to run them, but if we were to ever get one, what if it breaks? What if how long does that thing take, or the maintenance on them, or fucking how reliable are they really?
I think about that because, you know, I have had issues that have been out in the field, man. Murphy's Law is sucks, but when you get out there, it really
about that.
Yeah, it could cost you a lot of money to be out there, and then all of a sudden it breaks down. Like, what if you can't fix it? Then you're just at a standstill, and then you got to go ahead and think something differently, which is cool. I mean, you should always have a backup, right?
Yeah, definitely. What will go wrong usually does go wrong.
Every single time. That's
yeah, you've been talking about residential, you know, and I kill it in the residential, but just recently I went from kind of lower middle class residential to high class residential, and it's just like game changing, life changing shit.
Yeah,
like working like. Probably like just this week, finally, dude broke through and did like one mansion, and now we're doing all of them.
See, that's what I'm saying. I really love residential. I mean, I'm not, again, I don't want to be negative on commercial whatsoever, but I love the residential because I get out there and me and Mike get out there and we do quite a few appointments and just knock it out and kill it. Make some really good money in a day, and it's chill. It's less kind of issues. I feel, in my opinion. Gabe, what is it that you do? I mean, you do some residential, commercial? What is it that you dabble in when it comes to the solar panel cleaning?
What's up, guys? I'm brand new to the industry. Literally just started in January. So mostly all I've been doing is a couple residential so far and some window cleaning stuff, but I'm definitely looking to get into commercial side a little bit and expand and get some better equipment, all that. And my question to you guys is, how do I go about getting those school districts? I got a bunch of school districts going up with carports, and
right.
You know, I know, what do you guys charge for that? I mean, what's a good starting point? $2.
Great questions.
So,
all great questions. See, you know what? Here's the thing, Gabe. Like when I first started out, I think that the first thing now we got to put this in perspective. When I first started out, it was my website that really got my attention. Someone contacted us because they saw my website. They were looking at stuff. I come from a background of website design and website development, so it was really easy for me. But the thing about it is, when you're looking for these types of jobs for like schools and whatnot, or any kind of commercial, I think the best place, there's a few things that you can do. All right. It helps to know exactly who is the installers. That helps. So if you can pull the permit, which is public information that you could pull from City Hall, I believe. You can find out who installed the solar panels, and then you can go ahead and approach them.
I do have that.
Okay.
I do have a job, so I just reached out to a district that actually where I went to school at, and there's 6 schools that just got all panels within the past year. So the lady told me who the installer was, and they have a contract for 2 years to maintain those. But I don't know if they're subcontracting out to somebody else to clean them, or if they're cleaning themselves. So I planned on contacting that company and saying, hey, do you guys already have somebody cleaning that, or how do I get on that as well? Or I'm definitely going to hit them up after 2 years.
Definitely. No, that's a great assumption. You always want to be ambitious. I tell everybody, just be ambitious, man. Go for it, man. Who cares? Get out there and put your name out there in your business, because people are going to want to work with you. With the commercial and with the school districts, there is a few things I always, recommend that you need to find out about. First off, what is required? With any kind of school, anything that requires public works or cleaning out schools, what are the requirements? You're right off the bat, you're going to need a $2 million aggregate for your insurance. You're going to need workman's comp if you've got employees, and probably even if you don't have employees, they may still want you to have workman's comp. You're definitely going to have to, if you live in California, you have to register with the Department of Industrial Regulations. You have to fill out certain forms depending on the school district. So there's these different types of things. So I think the first thing is, before you start looking at the schools and whatnot, you need to go ahead and figure out, all right, am I going to be able to do all this kind of stuff? Which the answer is usually yes. It's not even that complicated. If you have the installer, you want to start contacting the installer and email them, send them a letter, try to call them, contact and find out exactly who specifically you need to speak to, and say, hey, I saw these solar panels. Sell yourself. This is me. This is my business. We have this much experience. Blah 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 blah. We clean with this tools. I saw your solar panels. I think they can be cleaned like da 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 da. This is cleaning methods. When can we do this? Always be closing, that types of thing. I'm a salesman, and I have a background when I was younger of working phone sales, so I am a strong salesman. So I believe in being able to, just at the end. I don't send out a proposal. I don't do that. What I send out is a contract. When I send somebody a commercial, it's just, here it is. Here's the price. Sign it. Cool. We'll schedule. Word. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
Same thing with these schools. Find out who has the contract, and you're not going to have to do some crazy stuff like that. They're going to set you up with it. As for pricing, is it prevailing wage or not? If it's prevailing wage, $225, $250, $275. These are high amounts, on the low end, like 95 cents to $1.25 if you want to undercut everybody. I mean, that's low, but you got to think about the profit margin as well.
Right. So there's typically, for example, these schools that I looked at, these are 6 high schools, and they all have about 12 to 1,500 carports of panels. And they're all fairly easy. I'll just get a scissor lift, get up there and scrub them. It'll take all day, maybe 2 days. So each school has maybe 12 to 1,500. So I price that? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You said you've been cleaning for how long?
3 months.
3 months. See? Okay. Now, but what is your equipment? Before we go any further on pricing, what's your equipment?
So I've got I just got a system with the 2 ROs. And the pre-filter and the DI, I kind of made it myself. So it'll be a water fed alpha brush, which is it's made for residential for sure. But I'm hoping to land one of these jobs so that I can get paid and upgrade my equipment immediately.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you. That now, I don't want to minimize anything or diminish anything, but
for sure,
that's what I did, and it's not the right way to go about it. Kill it in the residential like Joseph is doing over here. Get yourself some residential customers. That's what you need to do before you start hitting up these schools, because I can guarantee you this. It's not 50-50. It's not a 50-50 road of it's going to be 50% good, 50% bad if something goes wrong. No, you tip more on the other side. When you just go into it like that, there's a possibility you're more like 70-30. 70% to 80% can go wrong. And before you know it, it can cost you some good money and you might not make it through. And then that check that you get, by the way, is going to be, there's a 30 to 45 net pay on that.
You're right.
So you got to foot the bill on the scissor lift and all the different type of equipment. And by the way, going out there to clean that many solar panels, I mean, on a scissor lift with what, one guy, two guys, how many panels are you cleaning in a day? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I've never done it. So what do you think with two guys, let's say with water fed poles on a carport that's got about 200 to 300 each carport?
If you're doing if you're doing really, really good, I would say for the whole day, if you're on a good roll, you can with just water fed poles, two guys each with water fed poles, bro, you can be happy if you can get to 700 to 800 in a day. Now, if you get 1,000, 1,200, which is what me and my guys were doing back in the day. Now we busted our asses and we pushed ourselves so freaking hard. So I mean, it's a possibility, but it's a killer. That's why nowadays they got robots.
Right.
That's why they got stuff like that. You know, that's
Bro,
why they got rotating crystal brushes.
There's no way I'm touching any commercial without any real equipment. I'm strictly in the
Joseph,
residential
go ahead and talk.
game.
I need to get a beer.
Yeah. I'm strictly in the residential game. If I was ever to touch the commercial side, I would have to have the robots. I would have to have the real stuff to make it a scalable business. It's just tough to start off in commercial, I think. Especially when keep going.
I was just going to say, I just wanted to, kick my ass for a time being and get my feet wet and see what it's like to clean with a water fed brush on a commercial, so I can say no thanks, I'll buy the good stuff.
But you'll stick to the residential,
Right. That can be a very costly lesson. It's just sometimes it's not needed. But however, though, sometimes you can find yourself some crazy success and you can find yourself making some really, really good money. And if you can make the jump, if you can make the leap and land yourself, then yes, you can go ahead and go further with it and you can do more commercial and you just take it to the limits. But you are correct. There's so much to learn. I would not suggest it if I say this, being a solar panel cleaner, being a window cleaner, being any kind of cleaner is totally cool. Now you need to know a lot of the equipment, the scissor lifts, what's going to work for you, cleaning the pollen, checking the logistics of the location or the property that you're going to be cleaning. But you also have to be a good businessman. And there's a possibility that you can make a jump or a leap that is just not good for your business. And then, it really screws you. And if you're at a point right now where you need that check and you're waiting to get that check, don't do that. And get your residential game together and you'll make more money, brother. 100%.
Makes sense.
Right?
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'm definitely not. I'm not in the need to hurt because I have a full-time job. I'm a full-time fireman, so this is my business.
Nice shit.
Well, I got.
That's what they're okay. Right? That's cool. So, Joseph, what were you about to say? I think you were about to say something else. Is there something you wanted to add?
Yeah, because if anybody kind of asks me, what am I? But I started out gutter cleaning, solar cleaning. But in the end game, the biggest kind of service I offer, which makes me the most, is roof repairs. I'm a roofer, bro.
Really?
And if you're on a roof, you're a roofer too. So I see every solar cleaner.
I think about this all the time.
Get on the roof. They get on the roof, and if you're a top guy in the residential, you're busting 10 to 20 houses a week. You are walking over so much money in potential roof repairs that it's crazy. It's mind-boggling to me, and it's how I've been so successful. Is I'll get up there and clean the panels for $120, $150, or whatever, But I'm walking away with $300, $400 to $500 on every house, and it's just the roofing background. And so I actually funded solar panel cleaning. Well, it funded my roofing. So next week I go and take my roofing contractor's license. So we're going to be a legit roofing contracting solar cleaning company.
Hey.
Sweet.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Printing shirts and website design, and my friend's he had a bounce house business and / moving company, and that's what funded ours. All right, guys, what I have is I have these Tucker shirts. They're like the one I'm wearing right now. I have them in extra large. I have quite a few of them. So everybody who's on the podcast tonight, I'm going to send you guys a shirt. So after this, send me your send me your address so I can send you a Tucker shirt right there. I know that'd be kind of cool. Hey, look at that. See, you need the shirt. Joseph, you need the shirt.
Yeah, right. I rock that shit.
So that's and Josh as well. Josh Lane, send me your I'll message you too as well if you're not still watching. Send me your address so I can send this to you. I don't know what's going on with the giveaways. I mean, they kind of go up and down. There's a few issues, so I just kind of pulled back on them right now. I want to make sure everything's cool. It's all good to give away equipment and stuff like that. And I think that we'll have some giveaways in the future, but they're not going to be every single month. It just got out of control. So we'll do them, but we'll do them on special podcasts, special occasions, and we'll keep it with that. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining us, Gabe. I appreciate the questions and hanging out with us.
Thank you, guys.
Listen, stick with what you're doing and take the jump, take the leap. I think that, for now, definitely put out a bid and see what happens. You never know. Make sure that you think about everything, your cost factor before you throw out that bid, man, and just price it high. If when I say, hey, you're only going to be getting this much, don't worry about that. Like, go for it. The worst that can happen is they say no. And if they say no, then in my opinion, it wasn't worth it. Don't worry about it. So, Gabe, thank you very, very much for joining us. And again,
thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Hey, you're very, very welcome. Joseph, he's already taken off out of here, so I'm going to let you guys go. Peace out. And here's the thing. Before we get fully out of here, I definitely want to talk to you guys for a second. There's a lot of different stuff that happens in the group and in solar panel cleaning. And I want you to know that I posted about this, that everybody can be the expert. There isn't anyone who is the sole expert. The whole idea is that everybody can be, and there's a lot to learn. There's a lot of different aspects to solar panel cleaning. We have from the residential. Let's look at this, okay? We have residential, we have commercial. In commercial, you have small, mid, and large commercial, but you also have large-scale utility. So these are different types of projects, different types of solar panel cleaning, which involve different types of method of cleaning. They involve not only that, what kind of equipment, how many guys, how long is it going to take you? There's so many different variables to this. And then with residential isn't too crazy, but it can be. It's not too simple, and yet it is. All right. It's nothing, and yet it's everything. So is commercial. Solar panel cleaning in itself is everything and nothing. It is really, really simple. You're cleaning a solar panel. Can you clean a car? Can you clean a window? Can you clean a plate, a dish, a fork? Then what? What are we talking about here? So essentially, anybody can clean a solar panel. It's not rocket science. Anybody can clean a window. Anybody can clean anything, essentially. In fact, we need to almost look at it as, are we a luxury service? Because in just most of what exterior cleaning is a luxury service. And that's fine. That's okay. We're salesmen. We sell ourselves. We're also needed in the fact that solar panels need to be cleaned to enhance their performance, to ensure that they have a lifelong lifespan, all that kind of stuff. There's something that goes along with every type of cleaning. But at the heart of it, we have so many different parts of it. So now let's go ahead and move on from that. That all being said, solar panel cleaning, we've got guys on here talking about safety. Great. Let's talk about safety. You have ladder safety. You have roof safety. You have job site safety. You have aerial safety. You've got aerial lift safety. You have solar panel safety. You have the equipment safety. Safety. So when you get a training course and you go to put in money in something, make sure that it involves all this, because it's not just, hey, you will get electrocuted, because guess what? If you didn't think that there was a possibility of you being electrocuted, don't clean panels. In fact, you should be doing something else. You might even want to consider about not doing any kind of exterior cleaning whatsoever. All right. That's just what it is. Now, I'm sorry, I got a message here from somebody important. It's my weak guy. Solar panel cleaning. You got to have the right equipment for the right job. If you're in residential and you're just starting out, you've only been there for 3 months, you have yourself some water fed poles. Can you get into commercial? Well, hell, dear. I started off with $500 and we went to Home Depot. Excuse me. I apologize. Took $500 and went to Home Depot and we bought ourselves some painter's extension poles, some 8-inch, maybe they're 6-inch, I don't know, 6-inch, 8-inch janitor brushes that were just straight print, 90-degree angle. Took hoses, 2 lifts, 4 guys. Actually, there was another guy. So a total of 5 guys for that first job. And we're up on lifts, just one spraying with hose and one. That's great. That's just great. Did we make money? Yeah. Did we make mistakes? Yeah. First time I did a residential job, you know what I did? I knocked over a ladder and I got stuck up on a roof and I had to call somebody to come out and get me up on help get me off the ladder. So these things can happen. It's not all good. It's not all fun. There's too much talk of, hey, I can make $1,000 billion freaking dollars an hour cleaning panels. It's residential and commercial. I've got this brush, this pole, this rotating tractor driven, mother freaking driving. Bro, everybody has problems on every single level. I mean, and that's what this episode is going to be about every single time at the end of the month. We're going to teach stuff, but we're also going to come to the end of the month and we're going to talk to people from the group. Everybody's invited. Again, everybody is invited to the last episode of every single month to talk about whatever. And I don't want to talk about the yay good stuff. I don't want to be like, hey, it's so awesome. I've been cleaning forever and I'm so freaking cool. It's amazing. No. In reality, there's a lot of bad stuff. I kicked somebody out of the group recently, just today. We're going to keep it to cleaning solar panels. You don't agree with me? You don't have to. I'm cool with that. Do I know everything? No, I really don't. I don't know everything. And in fact, to be truthful with you, I had epilepsy from 18 to 34. And there was a point in my life where I was stuck on a couch and couldn't even fucking walk. I mean, seriously, it's like even a goddamn blessing that I'm here even doing this. But besides that, like, I don't know everything. But I've been doing it for 11 years. So at this point, shouldn't I know something? You should. If you've been doing anything for a long time, you should know something. You should be able to do something. You're getting information. You're learning stuff. Are you retaining the information and the knowledge that you're learning? And then are you able not only just to retain it, but able to apply it to different situations? That makes a solar panel cleaning expert. That makes a good professional cleaner. Not your equipment, not your brush, not your truck, not your employees, not your shirt, not none of that. Your sign, which, by the way, the people that have the signs like King's, I'm going to call out King's, not Ryan DeHoop. I saw his, which I thought his was really, really cool. But King's solar panel cleaning, who hasn't been in the game for that long, you were awesome. You were killing it. King's solar panel cleaning, I think it's just King's solar cleaning. I am such a fan of these guys, of him and his wife. They are amazing. He is rocking it out there. You shouldn't be watching people like me. Maybe you should be watching individuals like this. We're all cleaners. We're all solar panel cleaners. So if you want to know where to get the next inspiration, if you want to know where to get the next method, it's you. Okay. Let's talk about real quick while I got 11 minutes. Let's talk about some marketing. How many of you are blogging every single day? You got a website. Do you blog on it? No? Okay, because you should. With every single job, you should be blogging on your website. And then you should take that link and you should share it to all your social media. 100%. Every single time. Is everybody doing that? Okay, now next, Google. You have a Google business page. If you don't, what are we doing? Again, you're not just a cleaner, you're a business owner. So you have a business page, right? Cool. What do you need to do is, I'm going to get this one right here. I got that comment. Hold on to that. What you need to be doing is posting up pictures from on your Google every single day. That's awesome. Do your door-to-door. What are we talking about? Why not? We're doing everything. All the dominoes have to be together in order to go ahead and knock together. You can't have one here, a few here, and then expect to knock one at the end, and then they go in concession. It doesn't work like that. So get out there. Do the door-to-door. By the way, while you're at it, when you get an appointment in that area where you're doing the door-to-door, let's say that one of those people says yes, okay? And they end up booking an appointment 2 weeks later. When you come back out 14 days later, following me? You do the solar panel cleaning. I want you to go next door. I want you to go across the street and go to the neighbors next door to them and give them a card and say, hey, I'm so-and-so Joe Schmo solar panel cleaner, cleaning solar panels across the way. You might have seen me in the neighborhood before. We're expanding our business. Here's my business card. Just want to introduce you. If your solar panels, if you have solar panels on your house, on your roof, they definitely look like your neighbors right here. Here are some pictures. Let me show you on my phone. Bam. Okay, while you're at it, as you do that door to door, 14 days later, send a letter. Send a letter to everybody, not a postcard. Send a letter with your business card, print it up, and sign it with a pen. And send it to everybody in that neighborhood. Domination, 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 domination. A new housing development went in recently with Joe Biden, and that's rude. That was so inconsiderate and ignorant. I apologize. I got to stop doing that. It's 2022. Not the Joe Biden part, this part. That was very rude. Joe Biden, he needs to go. God damn it. You know, it is every single time that I start thinking about Joe Biden and laughing about him that I just completely forget about what I'm thinking about. Is that ironic? How ironic is that? It's just very, very important. Let's see what we've got here. Let's just go to these comments because we got 8 minutes left. Route density is key. It is. Because if you think about your customer circle, let's talk about a customer radius and where we work with, because this is important. All right. Now, a lot of people say the customer radius is 25 miles from your home. Where does it, or from the center location? Where is that center location? Because I'll tell you what, and I don't believe in that bullshit straight out, because that doesn't work for me, because not everything in that 0 to 25 mile radius is perfect. That's why I don't do that BS crap. What is more important is when it comes to solar panel cleaning, I believe in for residential is, let's just use me for example, and you guys can do what you want. Take what you want from it. I work from one part, a freeway, which to me is freeway. It's called 76 on down to the border. And then I go out a certain amount of ways and then all the way to the coast. And I got a big area. It's huge. It's just huge. I mean, I could be driving 30, 40 minutes to an appointment. And why do I do this? Because there are different areas within San Diego that have a higher density of solar panels installed. And within them, there are certain neighborhoods that I want to go ahead and market to. Now, for example, I don't market to the rich neighborhoods. I don't care. I don't care for the rich customers. For those out there that are like, hey, I want to market to the rich neighborhoods, save yourself some money and go to the mid. Don't do it. If they're down here, if they're up here, they're way over here. If they're right here, they're right here. Okay? Listen to me carefully. These ones down on the bottom can't afford it. These ones on the top, they can, but you're nothing. Okay? They want the cheapest price. They really don't even care about you. There's a reason why they're here. These people right here want what is best for them. Swear to God. It's the craziest thing. You know, I'm not political or anything, but I don't like the guy. I don't even know what's going on with our country. It's ridiculous. It's just insane. Solar panel cleaning. You guys get out there and just make some money. Come on, man. I mean, bro, come on. We don't need to go all crazy with this. Get your wraps. If you don't got a wrap, get the tailgate with a number on it. Get that back window. Get a magnet on the side door. Get yourself some signs, some flyers. Get some business cards. You're gonna go lower than that. Print out some letters, envelopes. You tape an envelope, just blank ones, and put your logo and addresses. You don't have to get permits. You can go on Google and just look at an area and be like, bam, there's an area. Man, solar panel cleaning, window cleaning, solar panel cleaning, window cleaning, solar panel cleaning, window cleaning. Let me just say it. This is how you want to market. Do it. You want to market just solar panel cleaning? Go for it, but I don't. On top of that, dude, there's so many different things there. What do we got? Right? You don't think people driving by you don't see you? Get the signs, man. What are we doing? I can't believe this is new. Come on, man. You're out there cleaning. People are driving by. A sign. This is new? Bro, each one of our wives has a Cricket or some kind of crap like that. Send her to Michael's. Ryan Fuster. What's up, sir? You need to hit me up, okay? Chris, and I'm not going to give that email away. I almost give my business email away. solarpanelcleanfriends@gmail.com. Ryan, you need to hit me up, all right? Let's see what this guy has right here. I got about 5 minutes. Just started a solar panel cleaning business here in South Texas. Part of the local solar salesman pitch is that you don't need to clean them because of the rain or a special coating they come with. Ryan, hold on here. Fucking talking so much. Apologize again for the language, but I feel like at this last episode of the month, I should be free to say what I want. And again, anybody who comes onto the podcast is welcome to talk about anything they want. Hold on a second here. I got a message from a customer. We might go a little bit longer than an hour tonight. So when you're able to come and do the solar cleaning tomorrow anytime before noon. Yeah. And I'm not going to schedule it right now. But that's going to be a solar panel cleaning, a gutter cleaning, and a window cleaning. So, and I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to go out and I'm going to do that one. And here's the thing is I can guarantee you that tomorrow, because there's a movie I want to watch, I'm going to stay up late. I'm going to wake up late. I'm going to go do that. Now, luckily, it's only about like 4 miles away from me. I'm going to go clean her panels, do that appointment, make some good money, and come home. Again, do not let anybody fool you with they make more money in commercial or residential. Don't. There's pitfalls in both. So that's just crap right there. All right, let's get to this question. Hold on. Again, guys, you're online with, before we go any further, you're online with Chris Virgin. This is WCPCF, Solar Panel Clean Friends, West Coast. And here we are talking about some discussions about Solar Panel Clean Friends. What we have is a comment from Brian Kramer, and he says, solar panel cleaning. Now, here's the thing. In South Texas, I don't know too much about South Texas, but I can tell you that if the first thing you want to do is kind of take, like just logistics, like the commercial. I mean, come on, it's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. If you have residential or commercial, what you want to do is you want to do a walkthrough. And the best way to do a walkthrough for residential solar panel cleaning or for potential customers is to go onto Google Maps, survey the area, find out what's going to be the best area for you to market to. And remember, you can do this. You're a solar panel cleaner. But not only that, you're a part of Solar Panel Cleaning Friends. See, I'm amazing. There's so many things about me. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. What do we got here? Let's go through a couple of these. So many logical reasons as to why to clean, but down here, people are stubborn. Brian, people are stupid in general. As a solar panel cleaner or a cleaner out there on the road, how much do you love bikers? I don't understand biking. I've been talking about this today. This is ridiculous. There's some enjoyment in riding bikes. If I could just go off topic for a second. I get pissed off, but I get pissed off driving. So pissed off driving. I hate people. I hate vehicles. I hate people because they go through the intersection. I'm 44. I hate things for no freaking reason. I hate things because I hate things. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But people are stupid. That's basically what it comes down to. Facebook user says, add-on services is key for a successful business. To only be a residential solar cleaner is way harder. You know, yeah, it's 50-50, bro. You know, it really is. It's a toss-up. To only do solar, to only do commercial, to only do residential. I mean, anything is hard. You guys ever took done any storefronts with any kind of window cleaning storefronts? Traditional? Do this. Start doing window cleaning, right? And do traditional. Yeah, that's right. Start doing traditional and start with an exterior. And then here's a real good one that'll blow your mind. And start doing interior. Window cleaners have a hard job, and window cleaners should be so respected. I highly respect window cleaners and traditional window cleaning. I don't look down on window cleaners that use water-fed poles, and I never, ever, ever do that. And I'll tell you why I'm saying this. I never, ever view it as window cleaners, water-fed poles versus traditional, because it's never like that. Because for me, and I think that solar panel cleaning really, that conversation is null and void in my opinion. I think solar panel cleaning really proved something in these past couple of years, and that is it's the right equipment for the job. Right? It doesn't matter. You know, it's just you have to have the right equipment for the right job. Who's trying to call me right now? Who is this? Hold on. Hello? Hello?
Hi, brother. How are you?
Pretty good, David. How are you doing? You're on the podcast. How can I help you, big guy? What's that?
Yeah, I have a quick question for you, man, if you have a second.
Sure. What's your question?
So I'm at the job site right now. We just did the windows, and the customer asking to do the solars, but they have the mold on the roof. But I mean, I don't think I can fall, but I better to say them that I'm not gonna do it, right?
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't take the risk if you're not trained and prepared to be up on that roof. It can get very slippery, and as soon as you start adding water, it's a big deal. Now, you got two options with this. The way I see this is, because I mean, I got customers like this. You know, I'll sell them on a roof cleaning, and I'll come back and do the roof cleaning, do the solar panels that same day after doing the roof cleaning. But is it a 1-story or 2-story? Is it a residential?
I can tell them.
It's a residential?
Yeah. It's 2-story house.
2-story. Yeah, if you're not comfortable, then 100%. Yeah, I would say, hey, I just can't do it. But maybe tell them that right now you don't feel comfortable with it, but you would feel comfortable about rescheduling it and possibly coming back and doing it with the right equipment. Yeah, if you're not comfortable, don't push yourself, man. Do not do that. That's where accidents happen. I have fallen off a ladder. It's not fun.
I know. Yeah, that's why I want to make sure. Okay, brother, thank you so much for your help.
Hey, you're very welcome. Thanks for calling. You're on the podcast, man. Hey, David, I'll tell you what, when you're done and whatnot, send me a message and send me your address, and I'm going to send you an extra large Tucker shirt, okay? Okay, I think you got that. I don't know. All right. You're live with Chris. Live on the air with Chris. Cowboy up. This is like fake it till you make it. And I am a high. Oh, let me put my headset back on, which I don't think I need this because there's nobody with me right now. So I don't need this kind of stuff right here. So I'm going to show you guys something too. Actually, I got a couple things for you. How many guys have we got on the line? Wait, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I got 5 hats. I got 5 Tucker Trucker hats. Yeah. Hold on. Too big for my small dome. But, well, check it out. So check it out. I'm here to clean your panels. And I want you to know that I have a lot of experience cleaning some panels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on your roof and I'm going to go ahead and spray them off with my power washer. It's going to be great. Don't worry about it. By the way, that's $15 per panel. Yes, ma'am. I'm one of the best. I'm giving these away. All right, Ryan, why don't you go ahead and send me your address so I can, or we'll meet up. I got to give you one of these. Hold on. I can. I'm very emotional, as you've known me since high school, by the way. I am. I'm a cute guy. I have a lot of love in me. So I can hold your hand. If anybody would like me to come out to a job site, by the way, I check this out. I'm starting to get out there and doing a lot of things, and I want to get out to the take this back off here. I want to get out to Nevada. They have I think it's the $1 million. No, it's a $3 million solar. No, I think it was a billion. Maybe it was a billion. It had to be a billion, 9 million. Doesn't matter, but it was millions and millions. It was a solar panel cleaning fail out in Nevada where they have a ridiculous amount of solar panels. So I'm going out there to do a story about them. I contacted them. We saw them when we went to Vegas to go meet up with Steve. Safety Steve. By the way, me and Mike gave Steve Williams put this on here so people can. Someone's going to come back here and see this. So hold on a second here. Safe. Hey, Steve. Yay. All right. When I see Steve Williams, when I talk to him, actually, I probably won't see him for a whole nother year. Safety Steve, right? He's Safety Steve. And you got to say it like that. Safety Steve. I love Steve Williams, man. He's a great guy. Him and Karen are awesome pieces. What is this, Brian Deaton? Who did it? It just says Facebook users. So I feel like that's Brian Deaton. Let me check up on this. Oops. Look, it won't. Watch. This is ridiculous. iPhones. This is a few years old, actually. Actually, at this point, I got this iPhone. This is how ridiculous I am. I got this iPhone when we're just going to leave this I Love Steve Williams up because, hey, I love Steve Williams. He's a great guy. Since my daughter was born, my 4-year-old. So this is 4 years old, over 4 years old. I really need to upgrade like crazy. But I don't know what's going on here. It won't let me. What is this? But what is funny about this is, I don't know if you could see this. Let me see if I can go in here. Hold on here. I just saw his face. Where is it? If you sent me a message or if it was a. Hold on here. Where is he? Where is his mohawk? Oh, there it is. There's his mohawk. All right. Well, anyways. Guys, I put up a post about there's a lot of snakes in the industry. There's this, there's that. And there is. Make sure that you're taking everybody's advice with a grain of salt, even here on the podcast. Now, Steve Williams has a solar panel cleaning TV podcast that he's putting out and is going to be on YouTube, I believe. He asked me if I wanted to be interviewed, and I'm not really the interviewed type, but I'm going to because I support Steve, and I want you guys to go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel. 100%. Go subscribe to his channel because I'm positive that Steve is going to have some really good information. He is very, very smart. All right. And again, like I said, take everybody's information with a grain of salt. But definitely there's some stuff to learn from him. So, go check that out. It has been another week. This is week 22. Solar panel cleaning friends. I don't know what to do with the group. I mean, look what I've done. No, I'm just kidding. There's so much that everybody has contributed to the group, and I thank you so much. Solar panel clean friends is exactly that. It has allowed a lot of individuals to connect together and become friends. via Solar Panel Cleaning Group. Solar Panel Cleaning Friends. What's wrong with the group? Nothing. You know what's wrong with the group? There aren't enough people who are connecting together. We only have 3,400 individuals, 500 individuals. There needs to be some more people in it. More people need to know about Solar Panel Cleaning Friends. There's nothing wrong with the group. And in fact, it is awesome. It isn't just, hey, there's drama and there's entertainment. Wherever you go, when you have more people, there's going to be individuals, there's going to be drama, there's going to be entertainment. There's also going to be a lot of education, a lot of discussion, a lot to learn, a lot to gain from other individuals. And that is beautiful because the group is excellent. Helped me a lot in my journey, and I am forever grateful. Thank you so much. And that's awesome, man. I'm glad, because that's the whole freaking point, man, is to pay it forward. Right, is to show people, help people what's out there. Like that dude who just called in here who's at a job. He's like, I'm cleaning windows right now, and the customer asked me to clean solar panels, but the roof is wet. Whoa, what do I do? Should I do it? I mean, even if something as that, it's just, this is what we're here to do, is to talk about solar panel cleaning and to discuss stuff so that when we're out in the field and we're cleaning, we don't have problems when we run into these issues, when Murphy's law sticks his head into our job, so that we have the little, bit of safety or training, some of us that need to go ahead and safely do this. For the first time, I was holding a water-fed pole today, and I was cleaning residential solar panels, and I thought to myself, could I get electrocuted with this specific pole? Maybe with this hose, or my hose is laying, or my tubing. Did I check 100%? Do I know exactly what I'm doing? Have I made the right decisions? Could this end everything? What happens if I break something? What happens if the guy working with me gets hurt? What happens if he dies? What happens if what happens happens? You know what? Solar panel cleaning. You guys have a beautiful one. We're going to be okay. You guys are awesome. You guys are the experts. You guys impress me with everything that you do, and every post and every comment. You guys are freaking amazing. I love this group, and I love all of you so much. I don't like, doesn't even matter. You guys are awesome.